10 News begins with breaking news.
That breaking news is out of Blacks Beach. A boat has run aground there. I'm Virginia Chung.
I'm Jason Martinez. That's happening right now. Let's go to Kalina Estrinos in the 10 News Live Center.
Yeah, Jason, Virginia, it is this sailboat right here. This is with our Sky 10 over Blacks Beach, and it got stuck in the sand there. Now, this morning, lifeguards received a call saying a sailboat had washed up on Blacks Beach. They actually did find someone on the beach with no injuries. Apparently, he was sailing, and around midnight, he washed in. He said he was unable to make any type of distress calls. Now, lifeguards are still on scene, and it looks like they might be there for a while until they're able to get everything kind of cleaned up. But the good news, looks like no one was hurt. In the Live Center, I'm Kalina Estrinos. Virginia?
All right, thank you, Kalina. A woman was just crossing the street when a driver hit and killed her in Oceanside on Easter Sunday.
And it happened right near the freeway. 10 News reporter Mary McKenzie says that might have helped him get away, but it may also have helped police get a good description.
A woman crossing Mission Avenue here last night, heading this way, got hit by a driver going 70 or 80 miles an hour, and the driver kept on going.
Witnesses followed the driver as he got on the freeway, tailing him long enough to get a license plate and a description. Police are looking for a silver 1998 Honda Civic with the license plate 7HJW553. They say the driver is a white or Hispanic man with a beard, wearing a baseball cap at the time. The woman was lying in the road, unconscious, when police got there. She died at the scene. Her name hasn't been released yet. And if you have any information, you're asked to call Oceanside Police. In Oceanside, Mary McKenzie, 10 News.
And happening now, there is a nationwide search for the man who posted the video of a murder on Facebook.
Investigators believe Steve Stevens is somewhere in the Rust Belt. ABC's Emily Rao has the developments from Cleveland.
A plea from Cleveland police this morning after a man posted this alarming video online.
Found somebody about to kill. I want to kill this guy right here. Old dude.
The FBI and Cleveland police on a desperate manhunt for Steve Stevens, whom they believe is responsible for a random act of cold-blooded murder. Stevens claiming he's killed more than a dozen others, but police say there is no evidence supporting that. 5 states now on high alert. Authorities say they received a ping from his cell phone detected near Erie, Pennsylvania. Stevens is believed to be driving a white Ford Fusion.
Obviously, he's got deep issues, and we want to get him off the streets as soon as possible.
On Sunday afternoon, Stevens allegedly approached 74-year-old Robert Godwin Sr. armed with a gun.
All right, can you do me a favor? Can you say Joy Lane? What? Can you say Joy Lane? Joy Lane? Yeah. She's the reason why this is about to happen to you.
Then the trigger was pulled, killing Godwin. The homicide too disturbing for us to show. That woman, Joy Lane, whose name was mentioned, issuing a statement saying Steve really is a nice guy. He is generous with everyone he knows. He was kind and loving to me and my children. This is a very difficult time for me and my family. Godwin's family devastated.
I hate he's gone. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's not real.
Feel like my heart is gonna stop.
Cleveland police initially made contact with Stevens after the incident, but attempts to reconnect with him have failed. Emily Rao, ABC News, Cleveland, Ohio.
New today, a man was stabbed downtown and police have arrested the guy who did it. Just after 6 a.m., the man who was stabbed walked into a Starbucks on Market Street and told the staff what happened. He said the suspect ran away down 4th Avenue and police caught up with him and got him into custody. He is being questioned right now. The victim is expected to be okay. And on to our breaking news update. UC San Diego police working to find a serial arsonist after 4 coffee carts caught fire. Police were standing next to one of the carts when they saw it burst into flames suddenly. Sprinkler alarms going off for hours after midnight. Now, police didn't see anybody around, so they are thinking possibly that somebody may have used some sort of timing device to ignite the fires.
Happening now, the San Bernardino school where a teacher and a student were killed is open again. Last Monday, a man walked into the special education classroom where his estranged wife was teaching and opened fire. He killed her and an 8-year-old student standing near her. A 9-year-old boy was injured before the shooter turned the gun on himself. There is increased security at North Park Elementary today, and counselors will be available for students and staff. Happening today, the driver who hit and killed an elderly man in National City will be fighting out his sentence. Efren Black pleaded guilty to running down 81-year-old Robert Gustafson and taking off. Happened in February as Gustafson was walking his dogs. Black surrendered to police a few days later.
A developing story. Vice President Mike Pence in South Korea for a bold declaration. He went to the demilitarized zone and declared an end to what he described as a policy of strategic patience on North Korea. Let's go to ABC's Megan Hughes.
Vice President Mike Pence visiting the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea, catching a glimpse of hostile territory after North Korea's latest failed missile launch.
There was a period of strategic patience, but the era of strategic patience is over.
Meeting with South Korea's acting president, Pence warning that President Donald Trump considers a military response to still be on the table.
The world witnessed the strength and resolve of our new president in actions taken in Syria and Afghanistan. North Korea would do well not to test his resolve.
President Trump at the White House Easter egg roll this morning was asked if he had a message for North Korea.
You gotta behave.
U.S. commanders say the medium-range ballistic missile blew up almost immediately after launch this weekend. An embarrassment for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. And there's speculation a U.S. cyber attack may have contributed to its failure, though the White House isn't commenting.
There's a very strong belief that the Americans, through cyber methods, have been successful on several occasions in interrupting these sort of tests and making them fail.
But threats remain. Hours before that launch, the dictator flaunted in a massive military parade what appeared to be new and sizable intercontinental ballistic missiles. As North Korea prepares a 6th nuclear test, the Trump administration is looking to China to use its muscle for change, or else.
If China is unable to deal with North Korea, the United States and our allies will.
The vice president's next stop, Japan, where the North Korean threat will remain at the top of the agenda. Megan Hughes, ABC News, Washington.
Happening today, there's going to be a rally over a controversial South Bay Water District member. Hector Gastelum posted and then deleted a tweet that read, quote, "Let's pressure our legislators to increase a list of so-called Muslim ban to prevent subhuman scum from USA to MAGA." Ever since, people have been calling for him to resign from the Otay Mesa Water Board. Some spoke last week at a Chula Vista City Council meeting.
Do what is right and show racist, bigoted, sexist, homophobic, and Islamophobic people like Hector that they cannot do what they do or say what they say in your city.
We asked Gastelum if he wanted to comment on that meeting. He replied in a tweet saying, "Thanks for the interest, but social media comments not newsworthy, especially hashtag gas tax, Prop B, Sanctuary City, and fake news." 10 News will keep an eye on the meeting today. We'll let you know what happens on 10 News tonight.
Well, there's even more trouble on the roads around Atlanta. Look at this. 10 News has video of this huge buckle in the road on I-20. A motorcyclist crashed because of this. A gas leak may be what's causing that road to buckle. Now, this wasn't the first problem for Atlanta commuters today. On I-85 early this morning, tanker truck crashed, spilling a toxic chemical during rush hour. Both of those things happened after the freeway fire earlier this month. Remember this? That made part of I-85 collapse. Happening today, the mayor's new budget going before the San Diego City Council. Mayor Kevin Faulconer released the $3.6 billion plan last week. It puts an emphasis on community services, including street repairs, rec centers, libraries, and public safety. Today is the first chance for council members to talk about the proposal. They should be adopting it in June.
The historic Boston Marathon started this morning, and the winners are in. Jeffrey Kareev from Kenya won the men's race in 2 hours, 9 minutes, 37 seconds. And Edna Kigaplot, a Kenyan, a policewoman there, finished the first in the women's race at 2 hours, 21 minutes and 52 seconds. Congratulations to both of them. San Diego native Meb Keflezighi won the race in 2014, just 1 year after the bombing.
Boston strong. I gave them Meb strong, and if they're gonna catch me, I'm gonna make them earn it, and they never caught me.
Well, after winning, Meb became a household name for runners across the country, and of course here in San Diego. He ran in the Boston Marathon one more time today, one of his last races before he retires from a Hall of Fame career.